Hello, Vandal slaying tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3 with me, BlueAnkylo. In our last episode, we successfully defeated the first Vandal we've ever met, apparently an old weak one, but still a fitting challenge nonetheless. The team did pretty well and actually succeeded better than I expected, so good for us. The Ancient Dark Age, a long time ago when Vandals ruled this continent. It is said that people spent their lives in misery. Birth of Innovators. In ancient times, a flying ship carried the Spirit. The Spirit descended on a chosen one who is said to have become an innovator. Now, I'm not sure how the story connects to Shining Force 2 necessarily. We had, like, devils and greater devils that are kind of like the Vandals. Except, like, full-on evil, it seems like. But the devils were pretty bad in the last game. And there was also an ancient, in the first one especially, Shining Force 1, they did frequently mention the 1,000-year-old race that made all the robots and technology. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to relate. In case you're wondering, if you missed the dark matter during the battle, you can pick it up afterwards right there. So it's not too difficult. So let's go explore this place. Pretty sure we can open doors. Oh look, a friendly bedroom. Hey, some more mithril. Always collecting that. Vandals and Innovators. Are they opposite sides of the same coin? When the Spirit merges with good, an Innovator is the result. When it merges with evil, the Chosen becomes a Vandal. I'm sure that will have nothing to do with the plot line of the game. Not even remotely at all. Also, we've got some friendly-looking bats. So if you didn't destroy the barrels over here, you would not have been able to open that door, by the way. So I highly recommend destroying all barrels you see, because there might be treasure somewhere back here. You never know. Probably just behind the door, right? There's some treasure. The black ring. Now, that's probably cursed. Let's see what it says. Attack plus 10, crit plus 10, blaze level 2 if used, but cursed. Now, cursed weapons and rings have been an interesting thing in the Shining Force series. Sometimes they're not terrible, actually. Like, that's a lot of attack up. And unless it depends on the type of curse. If it's always paralyzed, can't attack, it's pretty bad. If it's just take, like, poison damage every turn, you might be able to heal through it. Especially with, like, a life ring. Well, you can't have this and the life ring, probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. In Shining Force 2, the cursed weapons were all pretty terrible. But I know in the very, very first Shining Force 1 on the Sega, I know I used cursed weapons every now and then. Territory for Technology Contract. I, Garvin, agree to relinquish the rights to this territory in return for the acquisition of the steam engine technology. So there you go. We should really take that with us. That's like proof that Garvin sold out his village to the Vandals. Pretty rude. Steam. What is this? Technology Research Log. Today the steam engine is complete. With this, I'll rule the world. That doesn't sound good at all. Now, I sort of remember there being something to do around here, maybe. It's a failure! Uh-oh. Well, who is that? Ratchet? Well, well! I've not seen you before. Are you a new servant of the master? You look way too lively to be a servant of the Master. Wait. The unique aura of the Master. How come it's gone? I see. The Master has been defeated. But how could a Vandal be defeated? Yet, there is no mistake. I can't stay put like this. Steam suit engage. I was helping with the Governor's Garvin research. When the Master took over as the ruler of this village, I was forced to continue my work. I created this steam-powered armor because I dreamed of the day I would finally be free. Now that day has come, and I can put this creation to use. I'm going to run around outside. It might be a little bit like Guns. A fair bit like Guns. It's Guns 2.0, basically. So, there you go. Pretty sure he made another hole in the wall somewhere. From the sounds of it, anyway. Oh yeah, he just jumped right through that wall there, no problem. Awesome little touch. So, how's the town looking? Kind of hoping you could see the exterior hole as well. Well, who is that over there? That's someone with an interesting looking sprite. That doesn't look like a normal villager, right? I can control dark power, but my ability to summon it was my undoing, and resulted in the Vandal controlling us. I've always been proud of being a magician, but now my pride has been shattered. Republic or Empire matters not to me. To get revenge and regain my pride, I shall help you fight your war. So, if you were wondering why I saved all those zombies, basically, it's because if you kill any of them, you don't get noon. My magic is a collection of the finest secret techniques. I shall show you my magic's real power. So yeah, like, I wanted to get him, because mages are generally pretty awesome. And to get him, you have to save all the villagers. Now, unfortunately, he does start at level 1, which is a downside. He's a lot like Mascarin, except he's a freeze wizard. And freeze is almost always better than Blaze in, like, every Shining Force ever. It costs a little bit more, so it's, you know, you don't get as many castings per battle, but it pretty much always does more base damage, and it should have range 3 for the higher level spells, whereas the Blaze will always have range 2. So long range, higher damage tends to be really, really worth it. So anyway, he's also a wand specialist. Of course, we could trade out to something else if we wanted, but I will keep him with wands. So now we've got an Ankh user, a rod user, and a wand user. Almost all the weapon types covered now. All of the normal ones. We're missing like a mace guy, someone with claws, someone with a rapier. There's a few things left. I don't think you'll get all of them in Scenario 1, but the majority. So this place looks a slightly less dead. So this was the church, right? Oh, also, before I forget, item, use... Remember that brave apple? The reason I was holding on to it was I wanted to at least give Noon a single level up before we use him. So, it also gives him freeze level 2. See, I had a strategy. So I figured, at least that way... Oh wait, wait. Is he a wizard? Is he promoted already? He is! You know, that was kind of a waste. See, I thought, well, some pros and cons to what just happened there. I forgot that he... Technically, he's like level 12. Right. Yeah, my bad. I forgot that he didn't... I thought he started like a really low level. Yeah, it's... Well, still, getting freeze 2 automatically is pretty good anyway. So, yeah, the reason his stats are normal and his agility is insane is he's like Mascarin, except if I promoted her, which I'm not going to do yet. So, if you're familiar with the Shining Force games, or the Fire Emblem games, or most games where you can do an optional early promote, level 10 is the minimum requirement, but you can keep leveling up to 20. And the way the game works is, once you level up, the game doesn't really care when you leveled up, you'll gain experience as a level 1 promoted unit, no matter how high you leveled up at the first time. So you can get more total levels if you go up to like 20, then promote to level 1 promoted, and then go back up to level 10. And you'll get a lot more XP for killing the enemies when you do finally promote. There's some downsides. Promoting tends to give you a nice stat boost and allows you to equip new weapons. And some of those weapons are pretty awesome. Now, usually I try to hang out, maybe not all the way to the max level, like if level 20 is the cap. I'll not worry about getting all the way to level 20, but I'd like to get 15 or 17 or so. North of Quonus village lies the Great Wall, which divides wilderness from civilization. Construction for that wall began long before this country was divided. Construction is still going on today. There is not one child in the village. When I get married, I'm going to make so many babies. I'll have to start my own village. Wow, there, I said it. I can't believe I said it. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, that's good for her. But yeah, like I said, there's a couple downsides, there's some upsides, but usually I like to get a reasonable way over the minimum level to promote before I promote. Even when we became Quonshi, we were still able to live normal lives during the day. Since yesterday, I've seen both Imperial and Republican armies moving east between the mountains. That hideous monster, that vandal, was an unspeakable terror. Couldn't even look him in the eye. He sounds like quite the jerk. Luckily, he's quite dead. Welcome to my store. What do you sell? Okay, he sells... Interesting. I will probably buy some of these. There's a couple people... luck is kind of interesting too. It's only +1, but... I'd probably rather take the defense right now, but yeah, that's neat. So we can fill up the party so everyone's got some sort of ring now. Or at least very close. So we've already picked up a broadsword. But there's a new knife. So that'll help keep my ranged swordsman a little bit stronger. Same old blade, same lance, new spear for my knights, same halberd, new axe for Albright, or whatever his name is. These all look the same. We've already got that. There's a new quarrel if we were using them. And I believe this is the same? Let me just double check. Looks like his attack is the same, so... And I've already picked this up, right? The auto compare is quite nice. So, we want to pick up the axe. Of course. The inventory management is a little bit wonky. I wish it would just automatically shift your gear around a little bit better. I'm going to want to buy a new... You know what? While I'm here, let's just sell the old knife. And we're going to have to sell the old spear. And then we have to sell something to make room for the new spear. Wow, we could all deposit it into our headquarters, but I don't want to have to spend all day. Alright. Nothing going to change for Mascarin. Nothing's going to change for Grace. You could sell... Actually, a fair bit of money for selling that cursed ring. I'm going to deposit that next time I go back to the headquarters. Gotta remember. So we're going to sell the old axe. We're going to hold on to the ranged axe, but at least we have a stronger close range axe. For a little bit more damage for that guy. I'm going to buy Julian something. Now, there is a trick you can do. I'm not going to worry about it because it's cheating. But you can kind of get some extra items now. There's a way to sort of boost your item count up. Like rare stuff you can only get 1 or 2 of in the game. But that's not what I'm going to do. Am I going to explain it? Oh, you know what? I never even equipped that broadsword. Whatever. There's a reason I always use wings on the birds. I think it has slightly less power than the swords, but they give you a defense boost, and the birds really need the defense. So, I don't think he's ever going to switch back to sword, honestly. It doesn't really have any advantage other than maybe a little bit more damage. Alright, so everyone should have space now. Any deals before we buy it? Oh, look! A new rod! So... Mascarin's rod doesn't give her anything, does it? So it's fairly likely, and I'm pretty sure this is the way it works for rods and wands, as soon as you get an upgrade, you actually get a better boost to your magic based on your weapon skill as soon as you get that 2nd level rod. Now that doesn't work for all weapons, but rods and wands specifically as magical weapons, and Ankhs as well, I believe. As soon as you go from tier 1 to tier 2, like whatever she used to get, say she used to get +5 damage from her weapon skill for magic. Because I have a better weapon now that gives a better magic boost, she's probably going to get like +7 or 8 damage. So we should have just given Mascarin a little bit higher blaze damage again right there. Unfortunately, there's no upgraded wands yet for Noon. Anyway, I want to buy these knives. No, we're just going to reserve it. I'm going to buy one for Julian, even though it's kind of pointless. And I need that axe. I think that's it. Oh, the spears. There's a few new things to buy, at least, which is nice. I wouldn't be surprised if the new power spear is better than the old lance, or at least very, very close. Might be better than the halberd straight up, actually. Well, maybe like if you had the weapon skill the same. Sybil is still level 0 spear, unfortunately. And then the axe, and that should be the last shopping trip. Now, there is also another little trick. Apparently... No, I'm keeping that. So all my shopping should be done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything for now. There is another couple kind of trick you can do. And I think this works in other Shining Forces as well, oddly enough. But you can sort of hassle these guys until they give you a deal. Remember the first time the potion showed up and she was just talking to me and she gave it to me? There's actually a way to like sort of force that to happen, although it takes a bit of playing around. Also, we can buy better items now. We can go to higher sort of antidotes. This will get rid of poison, paralyze, probably mute or muddle or whatever it's called. There's some sort of silent spell. There's a slow spell. This will probably fix a bunch of that. And a higher HP healing item. But anyway, the idea is, we did it by accident once to get that potion. But you can, almost in every town, you can sort of harass them until they finally add something. But it's rarely going to be anything like amazing. And I don't know how to like force it myself. I was looking up how I got that potion on the item lists, and like there is a way, and it's sort of like you just ask them questions until they finally give in. And I don't remember if you have to go in and out of the store or not. But like you just talk to them, you look at stuff, and then you leave. And eventually they're like, wait. You know, I do have some other items you might be interested in. And I was hoping I'd get lucky and it would happen like early on here, but I'm not going to go more than 3 times. So we'll go through all the menus one more time. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like I said, I don't really remember. You can look it up if you want to know exactly how to do it. But I don't think you're going to get anything really amazing anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, that's fine. So, before we leave the shop, I think I would like to buy... I guess I could check if he's got anything in the deals, too. He just has the same as her, I guess. I want at least one more bracer. Now, who I give this to is a good question. Elder has one right now. I think... Who's got the lowest attack that's going to attack? Khan doesn't matter. Sybil needs the defense. Julian doesn't matter for a reason we'll see shortly. Irene, honestly, defense is better. I think we'll give it to Obright. 29 attack is about as low as anyone who uses their attack. Well, Danterez, but Danterez could use the defense more, I think. Well, you know, maybe Obright needs the defense more because he gives people defense, but his own defense isn't that high. Do I want a couple more points of damage? Or do I want, like, 3 more points of defense? You know what? I'd rather have less trouble keeping people alive when things go poorly. So we'll go with defense. Usually I prefer... Dang it. Usually I prefer, going offense and killing my enemies in a single hit or whatever. But I was thinking about it, like, the way the friendship system works, you're almost punished for killing things in a single hit anyway. So, I think if we boost our defenses, the game will be easier, and I'll still be getting more friend points from, you know, like, taking a couple extra attacks to kill stuff. So Dantrez has defense, Mascarin has a big defense, I think. Grace doesn't have anything, we should probably give her something. Hayward doesn't have anything, we should give him something. Julian doesn't really matter, but to be honest, I'll give him one. I have lots of money, I feel like we might as well spend it. I'm going through all my money pretty quickly, though. Noon is gonna have one as well, the wizards need defense. And the offense is almost pointless. Spending all my money. Khan... Let's see, how many people left? Hayward and Grace. Guess that's it. And they both have too much to kill. Hold on, guys. Almost done shopping. And I think I'm not going to mess with the cursed ring right now. Because I don't want it to accidentally cause someone to die. Alright, let's finish buying. Now, I'm probably buying a few too many, because I'm sure we'll get more, like, better rings before too much longer that give you more than just 3 points of defense. But I figure for the next couple of battles, it wouldn't hurt to have these extra little... You know, everyone's just a little bit tankier. Alright, now I know Khan doesn't have one yet. There's a reason why I don't have to worry about that. You'll see in a sec. Finish exploring the town, and then we can leave. Garvin, ex-lord of this territory, was such a wimpy boy. He cried a lot because everyone picked on him. And now he gives us to a vandal. It has his magical steam engine. Now he is lord of a whole country. I guess you guys shouldn't have picked on him, eh? Garvin worked on the steam engine in his mansion. Once something went wrong and he blew off the ceiling. His research assistant is supposed to be somewhere in the mansion. He was also handed over to the vandal. You know, it's not cool of them to sort of take over the town like that, but still, you guys maybe should be nicer to people. Right, so they still could hang out during the day. At least their water wheel still works. Did I ever make it over to that side? No, I haven't been to that side yet. Well, let's go to the, I wanted to deposit a couple things while I'm here. Might as well talk to some people. I would like to give you some stuff. I'm tired of hanging on to the chicken feeds. And the mithril can be stored away. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to use this. I might even just sell it eventually. I want to save the MP for later. MP Restoration. And I want to save that Dark Matter. That's the one you don't want to lose. Best weapon. Almost best weapon. Actually, wait. Dark Matter's no good. Never mind. There's a different metal that's really awesome. Dark Matter's interesting. We'll see what it does eventually. Alright. Any advice? It seems the awakening of Bullzome is near. Although we defeated his Vandal servant, Bullzome is a different story. By invoking the power of Elbasem, we may have a chance against him, but... But what? We fought through the night, and I really need to sleep. But I have this pimple. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh no. Did you just see me yawning? I'm not very good at staying up late. Spending the night in a graveyard, searching haunted houses. I'm not cut out for this stuff, Lord Sinbios. There's no need to thank me, Sinbios. We were only able to defeat the Vandal because of the protection of Elbasem. What? No, I'm okay. I know the Vandal is gone, I'm just feeling jumpy. Even if we make it across the border, we must remain cautious. Imperial forces are stationed in Barand. I'm not too disappointed. I'll find Galm one day and cut him down. That is good enough for me. In the battle last night, I couldn't help wondering if the sun would ever rise again, Lord Sinbios. Oh, no, sleeping. Early to bed, early to rise makes girl sleepy. I hear the Vandal we fought was not the one Julian is searching for. He seems very disappointed. When we cross the border not far from here, we'll be in our home, Aspinia. This dangerous trek is almost over. Yay. Now, I think there's still one more spot in the town to go to. Now, I've been alluding to it a few times, but if you want to cheat, put some really rare stuff on Julian right now. Any Protect Milks, rings that are really valuable, the HP raining thing. Oh, maybe I can't go over there. There's got to be a way over there. You know, you can give him... You can equip an accessory to him, give him 4 really rare items. You won't lose them. You might even end up with an extra. Just do it right around now, if that's what you want to do. I don't know if I've ever been in this place. I don't remember this at all. Oh, there's a little switch. That good? I mean, I don't want to get squished. Ah, I made it over here. Haha, treasure! The bright honey! Alright, that's a good one too. So, the bright honey raises your MP limit. Who would we give that to? Well, Mascarin is getting a lot of MP. She's doing fine. Our primary healer, though, will shortly get a spell that will drain it awfully quick. And running out of heals is a big problem, so I think I'm just going to give it to Grace, honestly. Irene is like secondary healer. I don't care if she's got less. She's not going to get as amazing of spells. Noon's okay. Khan, I'm not going to use anyway. Synbios is even gaining MP. No, I'm just gonna give it to Grace. Hey, I think that's a good roll. That's the maximum you can get, I believe. Alright, well, let's get out of here. It's kind of a cool little puzzle. Not really complicated, just neat. Alright, I believe that's all for this town. So I suppose I could cut the video here. 30 minutes, you know, that's my whole point. But I'll show you what happens when we leave, at least. There's a reason why I kept saying to give Julian items and maybe don't count on them. Don't give him too many friendship points. Once we cross the bridge, we will be in Burand province. The Empire may have soldiers there, but at least it's Republican territory. Indeed. Maybe you'll finally get some reinforcements. We can't let our guard down, Synbios. As Danter has said, Burand province is overrun with Imperial troops. So we'll fight our way through. It seems they're prepared for us as well. Look, a large force guards the bridge. How will we deal with a force that large? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they got tanks! General Franz, please come look in the direction of Quonus village, the Republican army. There they are, the Synbios force. I have heard news of them and their exploits for some time now. I respect his skills greatly, and for that reason, I shall crush him so that he may die in battle. Guess we have to fight Franz. Can't believe he brought such a huge army. What a jerk. To mount a frontal assault when so badly outnumbered is not exactly wise, Synbios. We must stay north, maintain our mobility, engage them on our terms, and keep them scattered. I guess you didn't have to worry about Julian just yet. But soon! Anyway, we'll have our battle next episode. We've got Noon, and, are we full? We have 12 people now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 12! That is a full force, guys. Now, I don't really plan on keeping Khan. I'll replace him. We might have to replace Julian. I would kind of love to replace Eldar, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a choice on that one. Albright's been doing okay. But yeah, anyway, next episode, General Franz. The Franzinator. Somewhere back here. Hiding? Oh, he may be up front? The Franz. And the Mega Loader tanks. Anyway, I'll deal with all that next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thanks for watching and all that, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.